Hey, what's going on, Freedom Ninjas? Today I'm going to talk about who's truly evil, corporations or government. But before we get started, I need you to hit that subscribe button so we can grow this channel. I've been spending some time trying to watch as many regressive YouTube channels as I can. And just so you guys know what I mean when I say regressive, I'm talking about modern day progressives. Because as we all know, their policy ideas are regressive. There's nothing new about that. So I'm going to label them as the regressives that they are. But I've been watching their videos and something has become glaringly apparent to me. The one thing that all of these regressives have in common is that they all hate big corporations. They fear corporations and view them like they are some gigantic evil that's going to enslave all of society if not for the protective shield of government. But the great irony is that everything that they fear corporations would do unless the corporations are controlled by government is exactly what governments are doing right now. So regressives, I have some questions for you. In a world without government, true progress, are you scared that corporations are going to hire armed men to steal 40% of your income? Because that's what governments do. Are you scared that corporations would own all of the land and make you pay rent for the rest of your life? Because that's exactly what property tax is. Are you worried corporations are going to round up your kids and put them in educational facilities where every morning they're going to have to pledge their allegiance to the corporate flag? Learn history through the paradigm of the evil corporation, and be bombarded with pictures on the walls of present and past corporate CEOs? Because I'm pretty sure public education has got that evil covered. Are you scared that if you resist sending your kids to these corporate educational facilities, the corporations are going to throw you in jail? I'm pretty sure your men in blue will not hesitate to throw you in jail because government justifies them kidnapping you if you choose not to send your kids to school. Are you worried corporate men with guns are going to steal your money and give it to their corporate buddies who make bad business decisions? Because that's what government does. Are you worried that corporations are going to turn you into a slave by forcing you to join their military and go fight in a war which is unjust and unnecessary? I'm pretty sure government has a nice name for this murderous slavery. It's called the draft. Are you worried that corporations are going to spend trillions of dollars every single year creating machines solely designed to murder human beings? Because that's what government does. Are you worried that corporations are going to record every text message, phone call, and email you send to another person? Because that's what government's doing right now. Are you worried that corporations are going to force you to use their currency, and then the corporation is going to devalue their currency and make themselves richer and their buddies richer? Because government is doing just that with your money. Are you worried that corporations are going to control interest rates? Because government's doing that already. Are you worried that corporations are going to go overseas and use the money that they steal from you to bomb and kill millions? Because that's what your benevolent government has been doing for the last 17 years. Are you worried that corporations are going to use men with guns and their educational camps to brainwash the populace into hating certain ethnicities or races, and then throw those newly hated people in enslavement camps and gas and starve and torture millions of them to death? Because that's what governments have done in the past. Are you worried that corporations are going to turn human beings into nothing more than rule followers? Rule-following machines with badges and guns who will not see your humanity, and they will simply judge you according to your ability to follow the corporate rules? Because that's how governments train your police. Are you worried that corporations are going to throw innocent people in jail? People that have never harmed another human being? Because that's what your benevolent government does when they catch you smoking a plant. Are you worried that corporations are going to throw you and 3 generations of posterity in enslavement camps if you speak out against the evil corporations? Because that's what the government of North Korea is doing right now. Are you worried corporations are going to use their guys with guns to confiscate farmland and then starve 20 million people to death as a result of their corporation's inability to grow food? Because that's what the idea of government and Russian socialism has done. Are you worried that corporations are going to have secret courts which allow their men with guns to throw you in jail or bomb and kill you with a drone? Because that's what governments do. That's what your government's doing right now. Are you worried that corporations are going to prevent you from knowing how the jury system is supposed to work, and if you try to educate your fellow mankind on their rights as jurors, that corporate men with guns are going to throw you in jail? Because that's what governments do when forward-looking libertarians try to educate society of their nullification rights. Corporations build cruise ships designed to make your life happier. Governments build warships designed to murder you. Corporations build cars to transport you and keep you safe. Governments build tanks designed to murder you. Corporations build airplanes designed to safely carry hundreds of people. Governments build fighter planes designed to murder human lives. Corporations build products and services to earn your dollar. Governments use metal cages and men with guns to steal your dollar. Corporations look at you as a customer, a person with value, somebody they must please in order to gain business. Governments and politicians look at you as a resource they can plunder whenever they want. You are not a customer with value. You are simply a citizen whose income they control. To my liberal friends, everything you think corporations would do if they had unbridled power is what government is doing right now. Wake up! True human progress will be found in getting rid of government, not trying to make it work better. You don't trust big corporations because you don't trust people. Then how about we stop giving human beings armies, tanks, and fighter planes, and laws designed to morally justify theft, slavery, wars, and murder? And that's the thing with King.